On this episode of El Tigre del Caribe, summer vacation is over, so we're getting back to the boat projects. And the first thing on the list, tackling the Teak. All right, here on the in the cockpit of El Tigre del Caribe, and back when she was in the Virgin Islands, I had spent a lot of time scrubbing the Teak down, basically with a brush, and we'll use dish soap, but like not like Dawn, but like the crystal stuff that you put in the dishwasher. And you can see it's all very nice and whitewashed right now. It's just because it's clean and it dried out without having all the dirt inside of those lines and pores. So you can see it's all, like I said, whitewashed. It all kind of looks the same. So it's nice and clean, and so I've got some linseed oil now, and this is the part that I've treated so far. You can see the difference. You can see that Teak comes out really nice and golden brown. So this is the part that, like I said, I treated, and eventually going to get to everything. This little spot up here too, get the steering wheel. But yeah, it's part of the routine maintenance and beautification stuff of boat ownership, the joys. But take some before and after pics, post them, but I think it's going to come out good based on a little sample that I've done here. Alright, so you saw the before video, and now we're going to do the after. It rained, so some of the Teak is kind of wet, but you can see, I mean, the difference in the color and everything is just amazing. Actually, it just looks like it normally does after it rains, but like, you can see down here, if you look close in the grain, you can see how like that brown is just popping. Before it was just so dry and whitewashed. You know, Teak, the reason why they use Teak on boats is because it doesn't hold moisture well, and so that it doesn't, split and rot and all that. But when it was dirty, it was holding in some water, or it was actually repelling water, I should say. And then when I cleaned it off back in July, it opened up those pores and was allowing water to get in, and then it would dry out really fast because, like I said, Teak doesn't hold moisture. But so once it was clean, then it was time to apply this linseed oil, and I mean, really surpassed all my expectations, because it really almost looks like I stained it, and I didn't. I mean, you can see some sitting water back here. These little drains back here take a while, but it almost looks like I stained it with paint, and I didn't. And that's not really something you want to do with Teak. I mean, some people varnish it, but the problem is that when it comes time to redo that, you have to sand it all down again and revarnish it, and that's a lot of work. But yeah, so just bought a can of linseed oil at Home Depot or whatever for like $15, and probably used like 3/4 of the can to do all this Teak. And I mean, I'm just super pleased with the results. And linseed oil takes a pretty long time to dry, but you can already see that in certain spots it's starting to bring out that nice brown, golden brown color that Teak has when it's healthy. So yeah, wasn't all work this week. Got some work done on the boat, and yeah, I got the steering wheel, came out really nice. Up above the helm, all that Teak around the helm chair, And this stuff was, you saw the before video, it was like super whitewashed, and I'm not a fan of that, but nevertheless, it's been a really interesting week here, but I'm just glad I got some stuff to make the boat pretty, because after running her hard all summer, she needed just a little refresher. So we'll check in on the next project.
Where do we go when we leave from here? We will not know till we disappear.